Dave's still in Estacada.
We have 2 operators and a maintenance guy here for the water and wastewater plant.
3 total operators.
We have 2 operators for collections and distribution. We have
2 operators, collection and distribution.
3 lift stations.
3 lift stations.
And a bunch of gravity.
Gravity fed system throughout.
This was built in 73. Trickling filter plant.
Trickling filter 1973.
Anaerobic digester.
Digester back here,
And
1973.
87, 88. We went to aerobic digestion, added activated sludge. And we have plans into the DEQ for a polishing tower, trickling filter, post-secondary treatment to get rid of ammonia. We are allowing a little more ammonia than they want out in the river. So that's the current solution. That's what
are your levels?
About
Question, what are the levels of ammonia
10
added?
parts per million, and they want less than, they want
Currently at 10 milligrams per liter.
5 max.
And they want 5 milligrams per liter. So there's going to be a second trickling filter put in to polish.
That's what the second page is the outline for the new tower.
Head works here.
Screen.
Comes through a screen, 90 degree, 90
Back
degree.
into here through grit removal.
That's where grit removal is right here.
Dump both of that into the box to go to the landfill.
So that's the screen over here. And then this is for grit removal right over here.
Channel. This is the
Original grit channel here.
And then it goes through flow measure.
Where it gets flow measured right there.
Flow.
Through a partial flow.
Goes through
Takes a 90.
primary clarifiers.
Primary clarifiers right here.
Trickling filter wet well.
Trickling filter.
Up to the trickling filter.
To the trickling filter.
We split some flow back off and recircuit over the trickling filter again. The rest of it goes to activated sludge.
Over the trickling filter again.
Secondary clarifiers.
Activated sludge.
Contact. Radius sand filter. Dechlorination. And out to the river.
Sand. Dechlor.
So, flow comes in here. The paddles move the sludge on the bottom back to this end. We pump it to the digester. Clear stuff goes out the weirs on the other end into the trickling filter wet well. And then do the other process here. We skim the grease off, put it in the barrels, take it to the landfill. Aerobic digestion doesn't break that down very well.
Aerobic digestion is not good for fog. 0.4 dry weather flow.
We had 1.7 the other day. We're going
to 1.7 million MGD today. 1 MGD, excuse me.
We take about 3 barrels out, maybe a barrel a month.
A barrel a month of fog.
Yeah.
Fills it up here, skimming the fog off of the primary clarifiers manually. Goes right across over there and into that. Angle of the bar racks here. Coming in here after the partial flume right there. Flow again from here over the primary clarifiers and now over the trigger up to the center column, then spreads out.
And distributes it across the trickling filter. Filters down through, comes down through an under drain here, and we split some flow, goes directly back to the trickling filter wet well. Other flow goes to the activated sludge portion of the treatment.
What's the diameter on the trickling filter?
What's it say on the sheet?
Is there any differentiation out in the larger holes and the smaller holes in the...
There's the primary and secondary arms. With lower flows, you get less flow through the big arm.
All four of those arms original, or were two put on after?
This is a new set of arms.
Okay.
We had a 2-arm one, and the upgrade put 4 arms on it.
How is this media working for you as far as ponding and stuff like that?
No ponding. That's it right there. Yeah, there's no ponding on that one. It would be flooding.
Well,
There's no walls
it
to
doesn't
pond.
mean it always runs well.
Huh?
I just didn't know if it always ran this well.
Well, there's no walls to pond. There's no way to pond it.
So the solids of the secondary clarifier come into here, and the water from the trickling filter comes in a little bit right ahead of it right there, and then it goes through the activated airlift pumps in here. You can see that's the sludge off the secondary here, or this right here is trickling
clarifiers.
Clarifier
Here.
there. You can see it in this document. Bubbling it in right there. The opportunity to mix.
What do you use for D4?
What?
What do you use for D4?
Calcium thiosulfate for D4.
You said that the waste goes to the line tank when we're done with it?
I didn't do that. I just knew what was coming in. And then it goes over here. Solids go in here for solids handling with lime. Gravity fed over to the lime silos. Solids come from the primaries and secondaries that go to the...
The solids go to the digester.
Okay.
Wasting, we just put in the lime tank and then add digester and wasting in the lime tank.
Got it. Okay. The solids go to the aerobic digester. Things that need to be wasted make solids. Solids can be either waste-activated sludge, which would then be going over to the silo over here, and lime is added to it. Or they can take some of their solids and put it to the aerobic digester. So that's how they handle their solids here, all gravity flow. Secondary clarifier. Double. What was he saying?
Design note.
What was he saying about those?
He's saying the weir sits on top. Basically, the outer ring is part of the inner ring tank, and the weir system kind of floats on top of all of it to increase the footage of your weirs by having weirs on either side.
And pulling way down there. Sneaks through here. Contact time. And then down here they chlorinate.
This is dechlor. That is chlorine.
Dechlor over here.
Yep.
Chlorine in the other
6%. Spied at 12. Dilute to 6.
Sodium hypochlorite bought at 12%, diluted to 6%.
Flow proportional chlorinating. Sample for final hair. You got 2 chlorine analyzers, one for what's coming out of the chlorine contact chamber, and one that has been dechlorinated. Chlorine contact. It snakes, goes through the wall here, snakes, goes around the wall there, comes out and overflows here. Gonna clean it a little bit. It's been lagging.
Okay.
Starting to plug up a little bit, so we're just.
Where would it be in the whole treatment process?
Normally put all the flow through there,
Okay.
and then out to the river. It just traps some solids.
Okay. And that's going to eventually, that's what is targeted for trickling filter kind of.
No, trickling filter is gonna go there.
Okay.
30 foot high, 20 foot, 25 foot across.
All right.
PCR, like polymerase chain reaction?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. Then another muffle furnace. There's the quanta tray. Instead for water. Your DI probe is a YSI DO probe. There's their Hawk pH meter right there, so that's IM3.
Chlorine, residual,
BOD, suspended
coli,
solids, E. coli,
ammonia.
are their lab procedures that they do here. Chlorine residual as well. That's what the analytical lab is set up to do. Pretty much what we do as well.
Yeah.
This is pumping into the digester. Digester has diffuser membranes, ring on the bottom, and a floating mixer on top. That's how that works. Let it sit overnight and decant tonight, so it thickens up that way. And I also can put
Thickening
it in
the
line tank
sludge.
and do some additional fixing there too. Same thing where I just gravity it, let it decant. Pump off the decant.
Pump off the decant.
Add lime to it. Send it out to the lagoon for storage. Take it to the field back. So I don't take them very much. If I get a 3% solid, I'm pretty happy.
Was your line what you use for your coagulant?
No, lime is for process to significantly reduce the pathogens and vector control.
What was the other control?
Vector control, biosolids. Class B biosolid, I think.
And process to significantly reduce pathogens.
ESRP, process to significantly reduce pathogens.
15, 35-pound bags once a week.
Is that daily fed into the hopper, or once a week do you fill the hopper that feeds that
I
much?
gotta do it all at once.
All at once.
I put it into a liquid mix and put it into the lime tank while the lime tank is getting mixed.
All right, so no lager or anything that's sort of like, because you're doing liquid mix. Right?
Yep.
We got the Estacada water plant here. Indoor facility.
Raw water pumps. We just purchased one that's supposed to do 1.5 MGD. We've rebuilt the second one, supposed to do 1.5 MGD. The third one is 1 MGD. The plant's capacity is 2 million gallons. So we hope to run 2 pumps make 2 million gallons, have one as a backup. It was originally designed to run 3 pumps to make the 2 million gallons, but you have no redundancy that way, so we second engineers said, nah, let's go with redundancy and go that way. Clear well 1, clear well 2, water plant. The treatment, add chlorine, goes to the clear well. Overflows clear well, goes to the clear well, pumped out of there to the system. The reservoirs 1 and 2 are bottom fill, bottom empty. And what happens is we meet all the demand. Anything left over, pumping goes into the bottom of those reservoirs and fills them. Then Res 3, higher elevation, pumped out of Res 1 up to Res 3 on a cycle basis in the middle of the night. So we save 25 cents.
How many reservoirs is that?
3. Half million each.
And then your flow back into town comes from the third reservoir?
Nope.
No?
That just serves elevated housing.
Pressure.
Yep. We started building higher and higher and up the hill and had to do something. Got to do temp, pH, NTUs.
Urban pH. System right there.
This is the SCADA system down at the wastewater plant. This is water plant. I can check in remotely from home. Semi-nice at 3 o'clock in the morning.
What program do you guys use?
Simplicity for the SCADA, and we got a VPN for the
Jar test for turbidity. I think they get all excited about jar tests. I don't know. Sure. You want to do a jar test? We got time.
We were trying to figure out how we
goes through plate cellars. Out of the plate cellars goes through filters. This set of filters is a old Neptune microfloc treatment plant, so it has redundancy, so it has coagulation, flocculation, and solid separation before it goes onto the filters here. Over on the back side, it goes straight out of the plate cellar to the filter. Each set of filters will do 1 MGD.
Dave doing a jar test here. Water. Everything's being filled right to the 1 liter mark. Yeah, 1 liter soda.
Who's gonna do it?
Is that for pH?
No, this is for coagulation, flocculation. Who wants to do it?
Step up. What's that? Step up.
There you go. Come on, you guys won't pull the mechanical arm.
This is a 1% solution. So 1/10 of a milliliter is 1 part per million. I want 17 parts per million gallon, 10 parts per million of soda, and 2 of them 12 parts per million in the other two.
And you can say stat, Dave.
Yeah.
12, 12, stat. You gotta hit him with a stat. Our environmental chemistry 1 skills here.
And then
We got no electronics on it, off, we can't figure it out.
Empties here.
yep,
You said how much?
17, and so it's 1.7 in all of them.
Adding 1.7 mils to each one.
Start to see flocculation. The flock will settle out in the next position. The clean water comes out, and you put that over each ounce of filter. It comes here, goes there, and then either those filters or those filters.
And that one, when the pump comes in here, see how big this thing is. Hard to see, but we're looking about 20 feet down here. Put one side, one there, and then different flow rates, the flock to settle, measure. Well, now at 2
And you work this way through.
frozen as long as it's coming from Spokane. Then it got frozen up. Had to come back out, fix it. Heated it up, so the heaters here for the most recent problems with jar test right here. And so after we add the coagulants, we saw
1 million gallons.
132 here collections field trip on Monday. This is the lift stage ultrasonic.
That's your backup now.
Every 6 months, stack out the grease out of it.
Get the grease out of the roughly 6 months. They use a vac truck to clean it all out. Get the
You don't physically